11 News at 6. The year was 1984, and Holy Trinity Episcopal Church here in Lincoln had a few teenagers that were wanting to start a bell choir.
You are correct, Courtney. Nancy Youngman was a music major at UNL, but she really had no idea how to organize a group of bell ringers. Regardless, she volunteered to direct the new handbell choir.
Then the bells came in, we opened those cases, and I was like, what do I do now?
Nancy Youngman attended her very first state bell ringing workshop in 1985.
And I was totally hooked then, and as a matter of fact, within another year, they asked me to be on that state board that sets up all these workshops, and I'm still on it 32 years later.
At first, there was just a teen choir, but then there were a number of adults who thought being in a bell choir had a really nice ring to it. Today, many of those adults are still in the Bells of Holy Trinity Choir more than a quarter of a century later.
Bells are intriguing.
Kurt Butler joined this group in 1991.
The real story is my wife joined the bell choir a year before I did, and she had so much fun. And Nancy is such a fun director that it just seemed like a great thing to do.
So great that Kurt is still ringing and singing today.
Christ to thee with God the Father, and a Holy Ghost to thee. That's the crazy thing. It's even more fun as we keep doing it.
It certainly does seem as though these bell ringers wring every bit of fun out of this choir that they can.
I knew that Nancy would become passionate because she's very passionate about her music.
Nancy's husband Kurt had an inkling back in the beginning that he probably ought to join the bell choir.
She likes to be involved with giving back to the church, and I said, well, if she's going to get involved, if I'm going to see her, I might as well get involved.
This week, the Bells of Holy Trinity took their show on the road and performed in front of a very appreciative audience at the Eastmont Towers Retirement Community.
It's a whole different kind of challenge for a person who enjoys playing music. It's unlike any other instrument.
Amy Bloomquist has been a member of this choir for 7 years, and she loves to bring smiles to the members of the audience.
When you see they're all kind of lean forward and their faces are lit up, and it just, yeah, it gives you a really good feeling, and you just want to do even better.
What a wonderful way of people to get together and give a gift to God. It was, you know, and I've always kind of preached that, is that this is our gift.
Well, if you'd like to hear more of this delightful gift, you can head on out to the Holy Trinity Episcopal Church at 60th and A Street here in Lincoln tomorrow night for a special Christmas Eve service that begins at 10 p.m. And Courtney, that woman, Nancy, she does love her bell choirs. In addition to directing at Holy Trinity for 3 decades, she's also directed the bell choir at St. Mark's Methodist for the past 25 years. That's a whole lot of ringing going on.
That woman does not sleep, I'm guessing. My gosh, that is such a busy lady.
That's right. And not only does she do those church groups, she has a group called Bellissimo.
Bellissimo, I love that.
See, they do everything from rock and roll bell ringing to classical. Quite a woman.
Absolutely.
Thank you all for joining us this year on Lance's Journal. It has been my pleasure. Merry Christmas.
All right, stay with us for a final look at your forecast.